sweet souls. I am on my 1 month streak of posting every Wednesday, and I'm so tired. It's late. I was going to skip it, but I did not want to give up on myself. I did not want to lose the momentum or wait till tomorrow or fall out of the habit. So this is just for you, and I'm going to channel around that topic of not giving up on yourself. So let's hear what the guides have to say on that. This not giving up on yourself is something to be cherished. It is not so much the effort or the need to have a drive. It is not so much the output or being productive in the sense that you have been taught that is so important. It is the consistency that you commit to something that's important for yourself. Even if you do something just a few minutes or provide a minor update, as long as you are touching something, a project or a goal in mind, then you are keeping it alive. You are working with the energy of whatever it is that you wish to create. And having that consistent connection to the energy of what it is that you want to create is so important. It is so vital. This is how you keep it alive. This is how you work with your creation because every creation has energy. Every creation is its own living entity. It is a business, it is a book. Some authors, some artists have talked about how their creation brought itself to life. They were merely reporting on an event that was happening as they were writing, or they began painting and they got lost in the process and it created itself. That is the energy of whatever it is that you're creating being birthed through you. And it's a beautiful thing. And it is also important for you as the creator to have this connection and to keep your dreams alive. Even if you are doing the most minimal effort, if you are just barely touching in, that is better than listening to your mind and giving into excuses or procrastination or listening to all the reasons why you can't have what you want. There is a quote that Alana is thinking about now that says, you can either have what you want or you can have all of the reasons why you can't. And that is so true. There is most of the time only your fear getting in your way of you taking action and making steps towards the things that it is that you want to create. We'd like to offer a clearing energy now to offer some affirmations for those who may be listening that are thinking, well, I would like to do that, but I haven't gotten there yet. I'm at the point where I want to do something and I'm just like banging my head against the wall because it's difficult or I haven't made progress. And just the thought of doing something minimal, I don't even know how. I'm not sure how to break it into pieces. So first we will give some examples and then we will do a clearing. And the examples would be if you are writing a book, you could write just one sentence a day or a paragraph. And it's actually easier to give yourself a very low bar to meet because then you will not be overwhelmed and yet you will still be making progress no matter how small that is. It is quite large in the grand scheme of things. And it also leaves you some opportunity because sometimes you may have decided there's something you want to do and you put it off for so long. And at some point, it may no longer be in alignment for you. So you're beating yourself up for nothing because this is not a goal that you no longer want to do. It is merely a habit of something that you thought you wanted for so long. So when you do just tiny steps and you stay connected to it, you can become aware sooner if the energy of that is no longer aligned. If it feels like when you touch base and you keep the energy, connect to the energy of what it is that you want to create, and there's no interest in it, it becomes hard to even write one sentence or even to take one small action step because there's no passion, there's no drive. Then you may realize, oh, okay, this is no longer for me, and you can let it go. So examples, if it was not to create a book, let's say it was to improve your relationship with yourself, then perhaps you may just set aside 1 to 2 minutes in the morning or the evening to check in and to notice how you're doing. If you wanted to get into meditation, it would be just taking 2 minutes of the day to breathe or to be mindful, or perhaps to find a meditation on YouTube that you really like that's short, only 5, 10 minutes, whatever feels like the reasonable amount for you that you can easily commit to. And you can always expand on this when you feel like it and increase the amount of time that you spend connecting with the energy of whatever it is that you wish to create. And let's say that you wanted to create a business. You could start with just connecting to the energy of this and finding out what it is that you need little bit by little bit. Maybe it is only writing down one action step that you would like to take, and perhaps this action step is actually bigger. Perhaps it would be like, I am going to create a website. Well, creating a website would take quite a bit of time. Perhaps it would be, and that might be overwhelming. So perhaps your first step would be create a website, and then you break that down into smaller steps. Find which web hosting provider you would like to use. What would the name of your website be? What would you like to include on your website? And before you even begin having the website, you can create in small, easy steps what you're going to put on the website so that when you finally have all the pieces together, it flows and it doesn't feel quite so challenging or like a big effort and expense of time and energy. So now we will provide the clearing for those who have been stuck in place for a long time. This guidance should help for you to find a easier way to commit to what it is. Um, and what is this clearing going to be? This clearing is going to be about connecting to your root chakra. And why are we connecting to the root chakra for this clearing? You're connecting to the root chakra because this is a sense of safety. And to begin a new project, to have that initiatory energy, it helps to feel grounded. It helps to feel safe so that you can expand into something new, so that you can find the energy of how to create this. And the root chakra is also the space from which the energy creation begins. This is where, in doing the process of Kundalini, it raises from the base of the spine all the way through up your spine into the out to the top of your head. This is passion. This is the life force creation moving through your spine. So this is where our energy begins, and this is where our energy propels us into motion. Okay. So we are clearing in the root chakra. That makes sense. What are we clearing here? We are clearing that which makes you feel unsafe to move forward. Okay, and what does that look like? What are the things that keep people from not feeling safe to move forward? Those doubts and fears. Believing that you are not enough, believing that you cannot manage it, believing that you don't have time, believing that you don't have money, believing that it's not for you. These are all the main reasons that people give up on their dreams, no matter how big or small, of what they'd like to create. And that is what we are clearing now. And please note, those who are receiving this clearing, how this clearing will take effect. You may notice as you just relax and open and receive this clearing, you may notice in the coming hours, days, and weeks having a new awareness of that which is left to deal with, having a new awareness of those fears that have been keeping you from moving forward, and having a little bit more energy, a little bit of a boost to move forward anyway, to have the momentum and to have the blocks lifted so which you can at least think about and name a very easy step. And you can create a goal for you that feels sustainable, that feels easy, that feels actionable. It does not have to be touching base every day. If you have a bigger project, doing something small may feel good to touch base every day, even if that's taking a bit of dedicated time just to connect with that energy of what it is you want to create. And so we'll guide you through this now. If you think about whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you desire to bring into existence, and this can include things that you have already started on and are having a bit of trouble getting to the finish line. So just bring this to mind and hold it in your heart and let go of the frustration. Let go of any doubts, of any worries. Just allow yourself to sit with the energy of your creation project and breathe it in. Allow yourself to feel good about it. Wherever you're at in the process of creating this, there's nothing that is more valuable. There's no part in the process that is more valuable than the rest. The beginning, the very beginning where you first had the idea, is just as important as the end where you create whatever it is that you wish to create. And the middle and the time where you've taken a pause, all of this is important. All of this is happening so that this creation can come into existence in the way that it's meant to, and the way through you. This idea has chosen you to be its creator as much as you have chosen to create whatever it is. And just allow that to feel good, to have a connection between you and that which you are going to create, your dream that you're bringing into life. Just feel it there in your heart. And at most, this is all you need to do. And while you're connecting to this energy and it feels good in your heart, you can ask your creation, because as we said, it's an entity, it is an energy. And this energy can help support you in bringing itself into creation. So you can ask the energy, what is the next step? What is a simple, easy, actionable next step I can take to bring you into creation? Or whatever question it is that you would like to ask your creation. Just the same way you could talk to spirit or your higher self or um, God, source, the universe, whoever it is that you ask for help, you can ask your creation for help, whatever it is. If it's your relationship with yourself, it's the energy of your higher self. If it's creating a consistent daily practice or just a consistent practice of meditation, there's the energy of meditation as it applies to you. And your higher self knows how to support you in following through in a way that's most beneficial and easy for you. And if it's a business, that's an entity. If it's an art piece, if it's a relationship, all of this has energy that you can connect to and ask anything that will support you in completing the creation. And the clearing is complete. Thank you for bearing with me. And just the same as I showed up today to do this for myself, I cheer you on. You may not know me. This might be the first time you came across the video, but whoever you are, I'm rooting for you. You got this. Thank you.